Okay, so this is a very common question people who believe in astrology ask. If your body is 70% water, why doesn't the moon affect it like it affects the oceans? And believe it or not, that's not a fundamentally bad or stupid question. First, let me explain that if your body was 70% a puddle of water tugged at by the moon as the planet spins, you would be 100% dead. The water in your body is not just sloshing around. It's used as a medium to help form molecules you need and a solvent for biochemical reactions that make you a living organism. If the moon could make water just slosh around your body like the tides, I'm not a doctor, but I think that would be really, really bad for you. So that's the answer. Now let's go back to the question. Asking why the moon wouldn't affect us if we're mostly water isn't a bad question. Science works by asking questions. Sometimes absolutely ridiculous sounding questions almost no one would want to ask out loud. And then when you try to find answers to those questions, you learn some very cool and fun things in the process. And we should actually be encouraging that. In fact, my friends Trace Dominguez and Julian Huguet have a podcast dedicated to trying to find scientific answers to absurd questions called That's Absurd, Please Elaborate. You should give it a listen. They go all out on every question. The problem comes when you ask these questions and refuse to accept answers that you don't like, or complain that those who know more about the subject don't immediately agree with the answer you want to be true. That leads directly to a large and unfortunately growing subculture of people who don't know how anything works or why and don't care to learn. And then they go out, vote, and support muzzling scientists and experts and academics who contradict them, but also expect them to fix whatever they break. So yeah, ask questions. The weirder the better. Just be willing to listen to the answers, even if they're not what you expected or hoped for.